What's going on, guys? Welcome into Sensei and the Pupil. I'm Hatless Cray. I got Dev with me.
Hey, guys.
Who is still wearing his outfit for some reason.
I didn't realize
He totally told me to take mine off. This is wild.
I really didn't.
You know what? Hold on. You know what? There we go. See? We're all ready. Halloween, baby. Let's do it. Stop. Quit trying to sabotage me, dog. To the Pupil. Reviewing Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Let's go. Guys, welcome into us reviewing Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. The long-awaited revival of Jujutsu Kaisen is back. Okay? I've been waiting. Maybe Dev's been waiting. This is one of the best animated shows, in my opinion, out right now. There's this, Demon Slayer, and honestly, I put Hell's Paradise up there too. That was pretty damn good. Like, if I really think about it, Hell's Paradise is pretty nice. We're reviewing it, guys. We caught up to episode... I believe it's 39 in terms of all the episodes, but I think that's, 24 is where it ended.
I don't remember where the last one left off, I guess.
It was like, let's say 15, episode 15, whatever. We'll figure it out in post. And goddamn, we have a lot to review.
We couldn't wait. We couldn't wait for it to end.
We could not.
To do the whole season, we had to...
Had to jump right on it. And we're going to be doing weeklies of it too, guys. So tune in and touch base. But let's just start this thing off. First 4 episodes, bro, we get backstory.
Bunch of backstory.
Actually, first 5 episodes. But yes, a lot of backstory, man. A lot. We got Gojo and Geto's backstory.
You really get to know who these guys are.
Yes. Hate you. Yes, we do. Gojo is the man we all know and love. Homeboy that can do anything. The strongest sorcerer that's stopping everybody in Jujutsu world.
Mr. Universal Push and Pull.
Yes. Basically, freaking one of my team members. We got Gojo, okay? Mr. Pain himself, all right? He's there as a young lad, and Geto, the big, he's the bad guy of this show. He's the guy we always see with the big robes on, summoning monsters, whatever. This is their 2 backstory, okay?
Where he wasn't always a bad guy.
Where he wasn't always a bad guy, and where he wasn't always who you think he is. And we'll get into that in a minute. But basically, they're the 2 strongest kids in their school. They're both special grade class already. I mean, that means they're your top of the line sorcerer already at their age of 17. And because of their powers, cool. We have Almighty Push Boy, Gojo, and we have Geto who can control spirits. It's not the same as summoning just random ones. He can actually control curses, which makes him really powerful because he can control any level of curse. Like, that's kind of an OP power.
Yeah, he was swallowing there.
Yes, he turned them into balls, and he swallowed their balls.
Them. Yeah.
He swallowed their balls.
That was wild.
Our boy Geto. This is the story of them they have to protect this new vessel for the ultimate god of this world. Okay. This is so hard to explain, man, because it's kind of bombastic and wild.
Well, it took them about 5 episodes.
They did a damn good job explaining it. There's a guy named Tengen. He is the ultra powerful guy that basically he's kind of God. His life provides essence to keep people safe by creating barriers that protect people as well as sorcerers. Curses infiltrate these little pockets and spaces to fuck up people and kill people. But without him there, they'd be able to run amok through the whole world like nothing. So he's super important. His body disintegrates, but he's immortal. So he has to transfer himself to another body every 500 years.
Another vessel.
Yes, another vessel. And that's where this girl comes in. The whole reason they don't do this, the whole reason this is not one episode, the whole reason they don't take this girl to get turned into Tengen is because they want her to have memories for nothing. They want her to have freaking memories.
Because she's a human being, like in the end of it. And they treat her as such. They don't want to treat her as just like an object.
Yeah.
Something that's to be used and discarded when it's done.
Yes.
She has feelings that matter too. And
let's give her this,
Yeah, exactly. Like, nobody deserves to just be, kind of, because like for the better of the world, you know, but in the grand scheme of things, nobody deserves just to be treated like a piece of meat.
And also, they did it for themselves too, because nobody does kind acts for you do it for yourself, because it makes you feel good. So low key, they felt good, whatever. Letting her have fun. What they didn't anticipate, though, which I can't blame them, is that they'd have an assassination, a bounty put on her head to be killed. Like, people were coming at them, no problem. But what they didn't expect was Toji Zen'in. The uber awesome, super strong, no curse energy having dude that he's like Maki 2.0 really, that wrecked everyone. He wrecks everything.
I mean, at one point there was nobody in Jujutsu Kaisen stronger than he was. In the beginning he was the strongest person that he was stronger than Gojo. He was the strongest, person in the whole entire series.
With no powers, guys. Just pure physical strength, and he made a pact with a curse. But he can't use any curse power. So, like, these guys reinforce their punches with curse energy. He can't. He's fucking guys up with just straight strategy and Batman-esque prowess. Like, this dude is, like, planning ahead. His whole plot idea to wear down Gojo because he knew he couldn't stop him was so ingenious and awesome to me, bro. It was just like
the whole next level thinking type thing. He was steps ahead.
You need that in anime. You need that,
especially for a good bad guy.
Yes, Toji's the best, man, and I don't think we even have to really go too deep into it, but we will in a little while. But yeah, Toji comes and kills everybody. He kills Gojo. He almost kills Geto. He kills definitely with a bullet to the head the girl.
The vessel. I forget her name.
I do too.
She was only in there for a couple episodes.
I do too. She wasn't very memorable, but the way she died was because she was like, "Thank you so much for letting me."
Well, because like she had just chosen to basically like live her life instead of being like the vessel, and then as soon as she had chosen the path that you thought you were happy for her because she was like, yeah, she gets to live her life, and then a gun of all things just fires and just.
Dude, I'm so impressed with what this anime did and what Mappa did because they're really showing everything, dog. Like there's gore, the killings are insane. I can't let my kid watch this. Like he's sitting there watching, whatever. I close his face because there's some of this shit's really gruesome, and I'm not mad at it.
For real, like at some point you're like, man, dude, that's kind of a lot, like especially during the end when they're in the subway and everybody's dying, and you're like, dude, ooh, wow, dude,
blood sprayed everywhere.
I cannot believe they're going this far because animes there's not this kind of like to this aspect. People don't die like this, dude, ever.
And we're all here for it. We want more of it in every anime. It's just
it's nice when you don't get it a lot, and so it's refreshing to have an anime that'll actually give you all that.
That takes it to like from here, like top of the pile to like this is memorable. This is like competing.
These consequences, dude. These are lasting.
People die. Yes. People died. I love it. I love it so much. It's needed. It's whatever. Toji kills the girl. He beats Geto. He beats Gojo. Turns out Gojo's not dead. I mean, he got wrecked to the point of death, but because of his abilities and his techniques, he was able to kind of... It's kind of plot armory. It's kind of...
definitely so, dude. Gojo should have been dead. He was definitely left laying there.
Should Gojo have died? Put in the comments if should he have died. Because he was there for like a day. So you really shouldn't have survived. I mean, he was laying there festering.
And I mean, they explained why he didn't die. Yeah, he was able to counteract whatever.
With the energy.
And
it makes sense.
It made sense when he said it, but you kind of just have to accept it, because you're like, oh, I didn't know he had regeneration powers.
Bro, I'm accepting anything from a guy just floating around. I found the power. I'm accepting anything from that guy.
Right. So he comes back and he's enlightened. Basically he has this.
He's Shiva. He's Buddha. He's just like completely.
Bro, he has this like. He doesn't care about anything anymore. So like at this point.
He's realized he's a god.
Yeah, exactly. He's like in this place of bliss.
Yeah,
and like once you make it to that place, you're basically unstoppable.
Yeah, he was high. He was high on his own success, and goddamn it, he blew a hole in Toji.
As he should have been, dude. Because he came back.
He deserved it.
Badass, dude.
Yeah.
He was Gojo when he came back.
Oh, you mean Toji? Okay, well don't. Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. We're coming right there. But yes, Toji dies. Gojo kills him right there, and Toji tells Gojo, "Hey, I have a kid named Megumi. Do with that what you will." It's the coolest way to die, bro. Cool.
That's been sold off,
So cool. He left his will on Gojo because Gojo went and trained up his fucking kid,
which is crazy.
That's crazy, but it's just, he impacted the strongest man we've seen in the last 500 years, Gojo, to actually impart his will on him. Toji's the best. That happened. A year we get a little time skip after Gojo killed him, And Geto has kind of come to the realization that people suck. He's come to the realization that we're sorcerers.
Reality really hit him.
Like, what are we doing this for?
In the worst way.
Yeah.
They're fighting. He realizes they're kind of fighting a losing battle. Well, not a losing, a battle that's not winnable.
For people that don't care about it either. Like, don't even know. You're fighting people that don't give a damn. That clapped whenever that girl died. That clapped in his face. He's like, Gojo said, you want me to kill them all right now? Remember when they were clapping in front of him after the girl died? Like, that broke him. That broke Geto. And he becomes a super...
Which is crazy, because like you see him turning. You know, his eyes start to get like dark around him. Like, he's not sleeping very well. He's going on missions by himself. And then eventually he goes on a mission and it snaps him. Mm-hmm. And like...
He killed everybody in that village.
Yeah, because he realized that people, in the end, people are going to be bad.
Yeah.
You know, so...
Let's forge our own path and make Jujutsu the only one in the world. Yeah. And that's pretty much his mission, though. He wants to kill all... He realizes, I need to kill all the people, because not only are they creating the cursed spirits we're fighting with their evil energy and negative thoughts, but they don't give a damn either. So he's like, let's kill them all. And honestly, it's not a bad plot idea. Like, it's not a bad idea. Like, honestly, like, evolution is... As Devin steps off frame. Yeah, so that happens, okay? Then we get the time skip. Gojo couldn't kill him, by the way. He was sentenced to go kill Geto. He couldn't do it. Best friend.
Because,
Best friend.
Emotion, the
Best
emotional
friend.
Barrier,
Best friend.
He could have. At that point in time, he could have. He definitely had a shot. You know, Gojo was way stronger than him at that point.
Easily. Could have killed him. Yeah. Easily. But that goes on, and then we just time skip back into the present time. And there is a movie we will be reviewing in the future called Movie Zero, Jujutsu Kaisen Movie Zero, which actually details the space in between from that last moment that Geto and Gojo saw each other to the next time you see Geto. And that actually, it really explains a lot. It's really important we do that. Maybe. We're back in the present. We see our boys, we see Yuji, we see all the gang, Maki, all of them hanging out. Having a fun time, but not really.
Yeah, we're gonna go see the movie Centipede Man.
Yeah, we're gonna see the Worm Man.
Yeah, Worm Man. Yeah, dude. And they show the...
That was funny. That was actually funny. I laughed out loud. That was pretty good. And then the end of the episode of that episode.
Remember the worm? It's like he has a bunch of kids, and like all these worms start coming out.
Little worms.
Yeah, dude, it's just like, dude, what the hell is going on?
They went in. I appreciate it. Dude. The next thing we see is some veals, some big black circular domes drop on this city. Okay?
He's more than a worm. Dude, sorry, dude.
We're not doing a Worm Man review.
Dude, the movie, though, got me, dude.
That shit was funny. Damn, I actually forgot that Devin kindly reminded me in the interim about Mekamaru, the mole, which is the reason that what we kind of jump into, there's a mole in Jujutsu that's feeding information to Geto and the gang. If we find out it's Mekamaru, the guy who can control puppets and whatnot.
The wooden guy.
The wooden puppets, yes. He ends up betraying the team because he wants to get his body healed by Mahito, the guy who could fuck up bodies and whatnot. And he does. The pact is honored. He gets his body fixed. They never promised they wouldn't kill him, though. And they get into a big-ass battle where Mekamaru goes, what, Gundam? What is it? What is it?
Yeah,
what is
it turns into a big old Gundam.
Gundam fight? What is this? Fighting Mahito? And it's actually a pretty cool little fight. Like the whole domain thing and how he thought he beat him, when he went to the domain. And then he didn't. It's a lot to kind of break down.
The guy was like storing his power for like, what do you have, like 17 years of power that he had stored up? Yeah, and he was using every shot he took. He was using a whole year of energy. That was sick. We could use a year. He did like 5 years.
That was cool.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, and that fight was sick. But Mekamaru ended up dying. Thankfully, he planned ahead of time. He knew he would get killed by them, so he left little things to help the gang in this big incident that he knew was coming. Jumping over to the incident, which is the last thing we'll really talk about, and then get into kind of what we thought about it and whatnot. Gojo comes to the train station. He sees Hanami. He sees Jugo. He sees Chozo. You know all these names, right?
Of course.
He sees them. The blood manipulation guy. The fire guy. The tree guy. And they all start going after him, fighting. Fighting in this little train station full of people. Knowing that they can use the people as bait to fight him, that he wouldn't go so hard.
Well, yeah, basically not allowing Gojo to go to his full power because he didn't want to kill all the people there too. Mm-hmm. So
if Gojo would have released his domain, everyone
they would have died. All those guys would have died.
Everyone would have died, but also the demons would have died too, which is a calculated risk that I would have done. But whatever.
Right.
It is a crazy fight. I mean, super awesome. He kills Tree Guy. He kills him. He crushes him with pressure.
Dude, it's so easily. Like, he just comes up to him and then boom, his body explodes, which is badass. You're like, ooh, yeah.
Dog, he's just Gojo. He can't be really stopped. But unless you throw more people down there, and like more people start coming into the train station, and he starts to get tired, and he actually releases his domain for 2 seconds, which messed up everybody there, but gave him enough time to go run around,
and kill all the cursed spirits,
and kill those cursed spirits. But in those 2 seconds, Geto lets off his plan. And Geto's whole plan this whole time was to catch him when he was the most tired. And that's what he did. And they imprisoned Gojo in this little box full of eyeballs. Boom. And that's kind of where we left off. We got some... No, it's not. Damn it, we're going to jump over to Toji, because that's the most important part, okay? Toji Zen'in is back, okay? Our boys go into the vessel, into the spheres to go save Gojo. To go save Gojo. They go in there, they fight a bunch of dudes, they fight this one guy who has inverse power that can like kind of...
Well, if you punch him hard, it's
soft.
Really it's weak to him. If you punch him soft, it's actually really strong.
Fire power. So. I mean, really cool, but once they figured it out, he's easy to beat. Yeah. And an old lady that could summon people from the dead. And these people were very strong people. And one of the persons she summoned was Toji Zen'in. I hate you. And he comes in and he goes crazy. And her power is supposed to end after a certain time point because of their cursed energy. Well, Toji doesn't have any cursed energy. So his body overwrote her grandson who was channeling the people.
The body was stronger than the soul or something like that.
Some bullshit.
He ends up killing her and he's back. He is back. Yes. Full force.
Some plot armory bullshit happened, but we are totally with it because we need Toji. I want him in the whole show forever. He comes in, and we kind of cut away from him for a second. Hop over to Maki, her grandpa who's a total dick, because she has no powers. And Fushigoro's there as well. Well, no, he shows later. And Nanami, the badass glasses guy that everybody loves. Nanami, blonde hair. Everybody dressed up as him always. They're all there fighting a Kraken curse spirit, a water curse spirit. And that water spirit brings him into his domain and is kind of fucking him up.
He is.
He's fucking them up.
Yeah, they are going to lose.
Definitely.
They're trying to leave the domain because they know that in this domain that they don't really stand a chance. So they need to get out of there.
Game over. And Fushigoro actually hops in the domain. And this is kind of Devin's, I think, issue with the show. It's just like they don't really explain the domains too well. They do.
I get the domains, but it just kind of feels broken. It's like once you're in the domain, it's like what can you do?
You can't do much.
Exactly. At that point, you're basically
open your own domain. And
but not everybody can open a domain.
That's true. So that's true. So you're kind of fucked. You're pretty much in a bad situation. You want to get out of there.
Anyways, old boy opens up the domain, and guess who comes out? Or guess who comes in?
Guess who comes in? Toji Zen'in comes in and I think I've seen more edits of this fight before I even saw the fight on TikTok. Like, he just goes crazy on this Kraken dude.
It was beautiful.
Oh my god.
This guy's so badass, dude. Yeah, I don't even want him to be a bad guy, dude. Like, he's so...
You kind of need him to be, though, for that badass,
He does. Yeah. I completely agree, dude. But, at this point, dude, I'm rooting for the guy.
I want him to succeed in life.
Whatever he is planning to do, I want him to do it to the fullest. And but I also want him to be a good dad to his son.
And speaking of that, Toji wrecks Kraken Boy, kills him, leaves, and they all get out of the domain, and then he actually takes Fushigoro out of the building to talk to him. And then that's kind of
that's where that episode ends.
That's where that ends. And that's pretty much the last thing we see.
Until you get to...
we see another thing, actually.
Until you get to Itadori.
Yes, Itadori. He's knocked out from fighting with Chozo. The blood... Oh, my God.
Which we totally skipped over.
There's so much!
There's so much to happen.
Yeah, so what I forgot, once again, to mention is Chozo and Itadori end up fighting as well. Chozo is the blood guy. After Gojo has been taken in his capture, basically they're all on a mission to go find Itadori and kill him. That's what they want to do. One of them doesn't want to kill him because they want to revive Sukuna. But basically it's like, whoever sees him first, you get to choose what you want to do. So they're all tested to go find him, and Chozo finds Itadori. the reason he wants to kill Itadori in the first place is because he killed his brothers. The weird womb paintings that don't really make much sense.
Yeah, he wants to avenge the brothers.
He wants to avenge them.
It's fair.
And it sets off an awesome fight. I mean, they have the best bathroom fight I've ever seen. Like, that was crazy. They were spinning off the tubes. They were throwing water. Super technical fight as well. Because when he has the blood coagulation thing.
Yeah.
But then when the water came down, it took off the coagulation so he couldn't use it.
They
so
basically diluted it.
Yes.
So
really, dude, this show is really smart. I like Jujutsu Kaisen because it's really smart fights. But a fire fight. But Chozo ends up beating Itadori and getting out of there. And right before he goes to kill him, all of a sudden he is flooded with memories that Itadori is actually his brother. That has not been explained yet. Hopefully it gets explained. Doubtful. But Itadori is knocked out, okay? And two little girls find him. And these girls worked with Geto. These girls were close with Geto. Yes, I don't want to say too much. I'm about to say something. I don't want to spoil it. They're close with Geto. And they go to find Itadori. And they want to feed Itadori the more Sukuna's fingers to wake up Sukuna. Basically, and they want him...
Because the person who Geto is... He's not who he was.
Yes,
he's not Geto anymore.
He's not Geto.
He's somebody else. And
yes.
They don't say who exactly he is. But they want Geto back because... These two girls are important to Geto, and
yes.
Geto is important to them.
Correct.
So, in order to get rid of who Geto's become,
they need Sukuna to kill him.
Yeah, exactly. So they need the more evil guy to kill the evil guy.
Yeah, pretty much type shit. And Jugo, the fire spirit, gets there as well and feeds him even more fingers.
10 fingers.
10 fingers. So he has 15 fingers total inside of him. And with that many fingers...
Pause.
With that many fingers inside of him at once, Sukuna awakens and took over his body. And he told Jugo, yo, I'll do whatever you need me to do if you can land one punch on me. And that's where the episode ends. We're about to get a super fire fight between two cursed energy spirits.
And we didn't even get to the part where old girl battles smallpox.
Yes. Mei. She fights a smallpox deity. That might be a little lesser fight, but you find out about another special grade curse user. I'm sorry, first grade curse user, Mei. You learn more about her, who will become more important later. Woo! Dev, where are we at? What are we thinking? What are we feeling?
Yeah, we're feeling like
best anime ever. I mean, it's
dude, it is really good, dude. This is one where you pick up and you don't want to put it down.
Yeah,
this is
so happy to binge it. Yeah,
this is
so happy.
I'm actually pissed that you kind of made us watch this because now, like, I gotta wait a week. Now, dude, I've seen so much of this one. Now I'm at the point where I gotta wait a week, and like it's your fault for making me get into it like that, dude. Because we were last night. I think I was in episode 29.
Mm-hmm.
I was at 29, and he asked me if I was gonna finish it, and that was like around 11 o'clock. You know, I was like, you know what, dude, I'm in this thing. Because
I actually give a damn. It's actually
I'm in it, dude. And
it's interesting.
Trust me, dude. I'm gonna finish this one.
Hell yeah.
So this is one where you're stuck.
Yeah.
If you started it,
you're not.
You are not gonna put it down.
Yeah, I loved it a lot, man. We're not even gonna get into rating because the season's not done. But goddamn, it was fire. We will be doing this weekly. I just love it, man. I got nothing bad to say about it yet. I got nothing bad to say. Super enjoy it. Love the angles and cinematography they use in it. Like, it's just different, man. You gotta watch this, guys. If y'all listen to this review, watch this anime. We are Assisting the Pupil. We out.